people I have a 90-year-old woman who has never commented, but she's always watching. She will send me an audio. My son, you speak truth. I wish I have known you before. Look at their age, at 90. So you, this young chicken feed, younger, beautiful, up and coming boys and girls and handsome boys. And what your wife so? Ebi abutie me bebu amu. Mo entie me nso a. Mola. But for me, I'll forever let you know what the truth is. Once again, I believe that it's better to know what the truth is and work with it.
Fi se die nti na wo so mo obi abrabo ayesa wo ma nipa ko no dwendwen saa na nipa ko no hu de onya no ho efi de nipa ko no tumi ko relationship no mu bia na fi de wo hu nipa ko say we me na me ne nante bra we o mo ami o but because of the madam we come colleagues of wo adwuma mu kan ti no I was say ko wale sa nipa ko at the end of the day wo bo no obi o ye fefe sister you to bom efi de obi wie na ye sister bo no afo ka one de ka nyina asai ade ti fi ya nipa no ni be bia no aka say sister pa first who need to pass in a civil form so no see come in a color so na head ya wale amana tantanta so it is enough. I was say society no they should accept us for who we are.
Get married, does it traumatize you?
Or in the man and the married woman about 70% are cheating.
And you got this
Missy and the man they're cheating not with men alone, not with women alone, and the cheating is cheating.
So are you wrong?
No, not with men. So
that's
not to get what I no. You have to get what I and then no abrabona yebono me I don't inform me because we are a niti was so young while we're in Monya.
It's Emma said me ba hona ga say me hu say man na so da be na be worry unya na worry
oh but da be na so be wo da be na wo be wo
so what's you una na
me just say your man dey da be na be wo she me ti wo na me ho to me na bia me ni obi ti na me ho to bo wo ho wo dey na twem na you are better off than so be worry nipa no
sir
obu ani ne kotena fie ba kuma emfa
and your name the Ghanaian farmer hosts. The call on ladies to get married, does it traumatize you?
It does. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It does.
So you catch yourself you're not worried.
Sir.
It's me ma adwemu yare nyina.
Pa. And I'm super kind. Or catch your what nipa mu a wo smile. Na mo mu ko sha wo bedroom a wo dwen hu kakra. Na we be say wa ne radi den na ekoso. Na we na indomie we bia mi ton indomie wo no ho. O share me last na me pack me ka me jina ho a. Hey, to one day,
Mammy, it's what I want to be.
Oh, so you know, we are watching a while.
No, do it in all when you just so
one day, yeah. And not that day is still in the packet. And on this man, you're to market for to be mammy.
Yet, our just what I want to be man.
Sir, now we should be panel to know. On what are you? I will bear threat. What should the original one in your appearance will be some say? Now, what day, and say why I can say, Ola, Saint Kenya society, any family for procreation purposes.
Yeah.
And as you say, a busiani deem that costume.
Yeah.
Ye hear will be warrior one. Enka, will be a warrior day, a year then you would judge.
If we already want to marry, we will marry. Ya worry swa, or munya life from my end. Any money who.
Now watch it here. These girl statements connects me to my topic. Now hear me. a concerned person who likes you meets you and tell you, hey, nadabe na worry. And you can tell the person that, baby, a ton and ukotobi mami. Whoever knows this girl, look for her. Tell her that I say, with all respect and humility, she should go back and apologize to the woman who reminded her. Go back. Because you see, one of the things you've not learned in life, you are not the only woman who comes to buy Indomie from her. But she has admired something about you. And for that matter, she says, that ben now worry. And you can open your stinky single mouth and tell her, baby, I told them uncle Toby Mao. What chawon kwaso? You are a leading person who is even awarding farmers. Yes, I saw your video. And you are a very vocal person sitting in the panel to talk. Madam, the way you are, who has reminded you to marry? If you live with your mother and father, then you get to an age of marriage and nobody can remind you marry. They are witches and wizards. They are afraid of you because you are above them. Somebody you buy Indomie from have seen something nice about you, tells you that ben na worry, and you tell her that baby I told them uncle Toby Mao. You see, you just told all of us that you don't respect, that you are disrespectful. That is why you are still not married. Because you can't live with a mother-in-law. You cannot be a wife. You are not submissive. Look at your vulgar language on TV, on radio, on social media, because somebody told you you're not worried. You are beautiful for what? For nothing. What were you created? You think your purpose is to give people a word as farmers? Then you want further to say, the woman talking to you to go and marry, if you see her after marriage, she's better than you. If you are sensible and you think you are better than her, attempt marriage for one day. Look, never ever think that when you see a tattered woman who is nasty in marriage, and you, this single woman, you are better than her. I say enter into marriage one day and divorce. You are better than her, we will know. How do you sit and say because somebody told you go and get married, you look for her credentials and say after marriage she looks ugly, so that's why you get married? I go to marry a husband. If you think she has married the wrong person and that is why she's looking tattered and nasty, you to look for something better than her own. You these girls, you think you're on top? You think what Bella said makes sense? That's a loose talk. There's an age for marriage. And when you get there, everybody must remind you to marry. Even your bucket, your sponge, your sokodria, your toothbrush, the age friends around you must remind you that it's time for marriage. Marriage is not like toilet. And yet, it's a video. It's a video. I'm o just here one cassette tape do obi anim ne ba na wade de so wade obi so so wade una boy den wa so wade wa kosuku awie wo adwuma ye na obi ampewo wo abo ho so na so be medu ahyawo usemenka now wa be ka say enye se na ke eye nana no you for procreation purposes and everything like you marry then nobody wants you. Wise up and get married. Your mother needs a grandchild. Your father needs a grandchild. That is why they brought you to the world. Your purpose as a woman was for marriage. So don't curse yourself by saying it is wrong to get married. When you go into a wrong marriage, you walk out and look for the right one. And my dear, you say it is better for you to be single with somebody doing jolly than to get married. Because there are people that they are better off as boyfriends than becoming husbands. Oh, you are right. So for you, marriage is not good for you. Boyfriend, girlfriend is good for you. So boyfriend, girlfriend, I'll pay. Wow. Eh, be a wow, because I want to pay. I said the Bema pay be a one day long person wallow. Oh, what? Oh, look for. Get no kasa yano. Minyan kamene ne chiremo. Oti akonyon kwa konyan ebre. Hwede ye ba. Ade no.
Woman nipa ko ne jinjin saa ne nipa ko ne hu de onya no ho. Every nipa ko no tumi cause relationship no mu bia. If we are ready we want to marry, we will marry. Ya worry so a omunya your life from my. Any amani hunu. Fi say
Obi anja my life from mo.
Abrabo ayesa. Woman nipa ko ne jinjin saa.
Ya anja life from mo. She. Ya anja life from mo. Ya anja ma no wani age. Ya anja. Because you see, it comes to a time, boy, they changed for you and gave you a girl. It's true you are pregnant, but where most of us have gotten to a point we think that we are untouchable. Look at these beautiful girls. They cannot be told. Yanawale. Why? Who are they? Where did they come from? Are they bigger than we telling them to marry? So this is what is going on, and this is what has been trending. And they want us to believe that as beautiful as they are, nobody can remind them to get married. They don't know the reason why they were created. If you know why you were created, I don't think that you say what you just said. Marriage is a good thing. And it's not easy to find the right person. But anytime you get an opportunity to meet the right person, remember, the right person is you, not the one who is marrying you. I say it every day. If you are looking for Mr. Right, make yourself right. If you are looking for Mrs. Right, make yourself right. Women, hear me. You don't marry men. Men marry you. So when men are not coming, check why they are not coming. Why are men having good sexual intercourse with you, travel with you everywhere, buy you ticket to go everywhere, buy you everything they want, but they don't want you to become a wife? There's a difference between talking jolly sex machine and a wife. You were created for those processes, but you can only be introduced as a wife. Today I'm going to teach something for you to see the value of a woman. You are too valuable to be used and left. So don't sit on radio
and speak like this. Fi se die nti na wo so mo obi abrabo ayesa wo ma nipa ko no dwendwen saa na nipa ko no hu de onya no ho every nipa ko no tumi cause relationship no mu bia na fi wo hu nipa ko say we me na me ne nante bra we on one you but because of the madam we can me colleagues of wo adwuma mu kan ti no I was say me ko wale sa nipa ko at the end of the day.
Now that statement too is not true. That you follow and marry a certain guy because colleagues are speaking. Who brought the guy out? If you are going out with me and you let everybody know, when you don't get married to me, that's what everybody will talk. But boyfriend, girlfriend is no introduction. You don't need to introduce me. I don't need any introduction from your end. So on the end thereof, if it doesn't work, who knows? Marriage is where you are introduced. And in marriage, when it's not working, your right to divorce is also there for you. You have the right to leave the marriage. Nobody can force you to stay. Madam, don't behave like what you are trying to say is right. Look at yourself. God has given you breast and buttocks. Women are paying for breast and buttocks. Why is no man coming? Is it your character? What is preventing them from using you sexually but are not ready to stay? We will force you to marry. And you, these 3 girls sitting down there, get ready for the whole week. Moba wale. Moba wale fi.
No be on yes sister you to bom. If you do be na yes sister. You are for ka one be come nyina say. Identify ya nipa no. Ya nipa ni be no aka say ah. Sister pa first who need to pass in a civil form. So no see come na color. So na head ya wale ama na tantanta. So it is enough. Our society no they should accept us for who we are.
Get married. Does it traumatize you?
Or in a man and the married woman, about 70% are cheating.
Now the fact that married women 70% are cheating, and so what? Even if 100% married women are cheating, is it the reason why you marry? Madam, ask her for me. Ola, if 100% women are cheating, why wouldn't you marry to join the cheaters? Because they are not happy they are cheating. That's a lie. It's a personal decision to cheat. Who says cheat? Cheating is part of marriage. There are 2 things you should expect in marriage: cheating and divorce. So when it happens, it's no news. But if you are telling them that people are married and they are not happy, so they are cheating, madam, is that why you are sitting there single? See your buttocks. See your breast. Everybody sees you and they turn their face twice. Even married men. Why are you still single? Nobody wants to marry you. And when we remind you that stop fooling, so you don't marry at 45, you don't marry at 53. Look at your beauty. This is the time a man can carry you somewhere and introduce you. Boyfriends can't introduce. Husbands can introduce. When we remind you, are we at fault? Who is frustrating you? If married people are cheating, so what? Marry and decide not to cheat.
You got this stance.
Come and change the rule.
Not with men alone, not with women alone, and the cheating is cheating.
So
No, not with men. So you have to get what I no. You have to get what I. And then no abrabona yebono me I don't inform me because we are any dear was so young while we're in Monya.
It's Emma said me ba hona does me who's a man answer that be worry. Onya na worry.
Oh, but that man also be wo. That man na wo be wo.
Emma, asma kan ye twe sign. Na ye nkwase asempa na o kan ye no. Se obi bisa say da ba na ba ware be bisa npa say da ba no be wu. Ubenya. Emma, ubenya so bi be ka wo say ye na wale. Se oba wa ni onya wasase so ye den. E ya wale ya. Ah, o fa so ya wale. Enti se wa pema kodu be bi na wale no bi ka wo say wale ya. Wa ye bone. I don't know what sir. So be kind of say wadia, ubi bisa say dabe no be wu. Owu ni awadia ye pe. I didn't say form enum sir. Anamu kedi agro. Ma me uti we. Uye be me be yira nkenya wo de. Ma yana wale. Utumu odu. Di enkrofodi sika ya nyame de adom wo de aba odua. Unufu muodu Emma. The ankrofoni sika eye silicone breast. Nyankopon de achew. Ti wanim. Bra woto na unufu ase. Na belo bi walo. Na ya jinsem. Obu abrewa se e be me ya. Omo wo yusu de doso. Eya no krese ampankrofo bi yusu omo nsese omo yekunu. Na so ema. Tie me. Ubra panyi na akasa no. Ye no bi walo. Ebe ye se na otie yi. Obeta awade so. Na be ma hwew. Se obenya bansere se saa. Esa brewa na obode ba no. Abrante ketu bi awale bibi sei. Wani mebie. Eti menka se nye. Monkeys play by sizes. Men so body in command kolebi afi na oba. Empanyifo bo we asomade so ya dia second wife, third wife, fourth wife. Ko ni your third wife. Asa na nam bansere yi. So obi catch you say wale abeka say da me no bewu. Lose stock. Lose stock. Instagram says, counselor, many a times women make such statements. So people will stop asking them when they worry.
You are better off than so be worry nipa no. Obu ani no kotene fie ba kuma emfa.
And your name, the Ghanaian farmer hosts. The call on ladies to get married, does it traumatize you?
With women and no, and the cheating is cheating.
It makes a lot of sense that you have a desire to get married. She's a Ghanaian, she's in Ghana enjoying. That's your mother. Okay, that's good for Millicent. Millicent says, my mother is still in Ghana enjoying. Bismarck says, counselor, don't worry, they will hit 40 soon and realize that your advice makes sense. I don't want them to hit 40. They are too beautiful to hit 40, Bismarck. Easy, oh, counselor, Anita. Yenawale. Ha, 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 ha. Millicent is laughing. And I am going to my topic in the next. Nana Sewa says, Helen Ku, okay. Opoku, trying to get your messages on your screen so you can read them yourself. It is not true, my sister. Which one is not true? Hey, Asemo Opoku Abigail. Bibi says she went ahead and said they are cheating with their fellow women. She's telling us she is not interested in women indirectly. Oh my God. Bibi, your statement too is another statement. Hey, critically. Bibi says, that's the new trend. When will you marry? The answer, when will you die? Kwasiasem is a loose talk. Bibi is a loose talk. And they shouldn't smile about that. Africans are losing their tradition gradually. Well, that's coming from Pamford. Very loose. Yes, it's a loose statement. Somebody tells you, when are you getting married? And you tell the person, when are you dying? What's the meaning of that? What's the meaning of that one? We don't do that. It's a privilege for you to be reminded to marry. So get ready to be married. Marriage is good. And when somebody reminds you to be married, it's a privilege to say thank you to the person. It is not funny at all. Yet they see it to be funny. Yes, it's not funny. It can't be funny. How can this one be funny? Somebody tells you Yenawali and you tell the person Yenewu and Adabenawu. Shame on you girls. And then we are Siakwaba levels. Finally, last week, or is this last Saturday? Yes. Yeah, that's last week, Saturday. We started a nice topic where women created for marriage or for childbirth or for both. Here this one. Created those things to bring man into fusion. God created those things to make sure that man becomes solid. God created those things and brought man into up to speed in that level. But when it came to making sure that a woman that is suitable for man will come, he took the rib that has already been created and made a woman out of the rib. So women were made and men were created. Because in the book of Genesis chapter 2, carefully reading, if you are a Bible scholar and you have read the scriptures carefully, you can see that from the book of Genesis chapter 2, I think from verse 22, God made it clear that God made, and the Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken from the man. So women were made, and it happened to be that the last thing that God did in his rest moment was a woman. And the last thing that God gave was the continuation of procreation to the woman. Because God created the man. The anatomy of the man carried everything until God disabled the man and made a woman out of the man he has created. Now, he bestowed on the woman what is not the same in the man. So, Angela, when your statement you wrote can now be interrogated properly, what God put in man is not the same that he put in the woman. So men and women are not the same. Men and women can't be the same. So that was an excerpt for myself, yours truly, Counselor Luttrell. I have a friend who is 29 years old lady who says she prefers being single than getting married. Send a page to her immediately, Kenneth. Let her watch. If not even live, let her watch it after. When you are growing and you tell yourself, I don't want to get married, nobody should fight you. You get to a stage of your life where you see the importance of marriage. Because marriage is not a by force commodity on you. But God made the woman specifically to tame the man down, not to become a god. Because God created us in his own image and his own likeness. And because we're created in the likeness and in the image of God, it comes to a time that the image of God in us begin to show the bossiness and the ego. So God in creation finally gave that opportunity to us, so we will not be like him. So God never created the man and created the woman, but created the man and made the woman out of the created man. So we are not the same. Don't be fooled by anybody. Somebody says, when no man is coming, they tend to say they prefer to be in a relationship than to get married. Loose talk, Amma. Oh yes, these are loose talk. Funny generation, Yusuf. I suggested we pray for her. She doesn't need prayer, Kenneth. Who said, Kenneth says, I don't pray for her. She doesn't need prayer. Don't pray for her, please. Kenneth, she doesn't need prayer, please. Don't waste prayer. Pray for me. I know, Emma. She has married. I know Emma. Hey, Millicent says, I know Emma. She has married before. She has 2 children already. She went through hell. That's why she doesn't want to marry again. That is not an excuse. If Emma has gone through hell, Millicent, then she rather wants to marry again to prove to us that she was not the reason for the bad marriage. What are we talking? So she's fooling the rest of the people. She has 2 children already. She has it. She's attempted marriage before. And she's fooling the rest who have not married at all. That marriage is not good. Who says marriage is good? Who can say marriage is not good? I'm the best husband. My wife is the best wife. Do you know why? Because I'm married to her, she's married to me. Marry me and see. Marry me and see. If you can say I'm the best husband. But the purpose of the woman was that God created you for marriage. Don't let anybody lie to you. Don't be fooled by anybody. If Emma has married before and the marriage didn't work, marry again, Emma. Marry again. When a man divorces you, marry and let him see that you baby ako baby. Krodo so yentra faku enje nimwase. Usura wari jaya unya wari pa wari biom. Bible ne si uja wari asan wari. Deuteronomy chapter 24 from verse 1. The Emma te ho yeden. Obabi awadi ja wadi a wutumi tena se cha wali biom. Efi aswampo o ka so wali biom se si ase a igbeni biaba. What are you talking? You have no excuse to stay single. Marry and let the marriage be bad. Break, marry, until you meet the right person that suits your right taste. God created the man, put a sleep on the man, disabled the man, took the sweetness and excitement of the man to make a woman. Why? So that he can control man. Man became the one with dominion in the garden. And because man has power, then it became a problem in the garden. God now realized that let's name the things in the garden. Then when man finished naming the things, God decided to give man an opportunity to become better than he was. But he has the right to create a woman equally like the man. But God didn't do. God didn't create the woman equally like the man. Was you both drinking plenty of water like this? Ask that, what did they eat? Was it beans and gari, banku and fried fish, or kenke? Ejinsu, opokuri benku. God brought that particular speech, body, shape, buttocks, breast. Adam saw a dangling modifier in front of him, but there was nothing like that in front of the woman. The curiousness of Adam to see that there's a shape in the one standing, there's no shape in me. This was the first time Adam saw something like that in the garden. There was no animal that looked like the woman. God has not made anything closer to the woman. That fake and lie theology that the serpent was like the woman is a lie. There was nothing in the garden that has similarities with the woman that was created. The woman was uniquely made. The woman was uniquely molded. God molded the woman so that the man will appreciate when he wakes up from his sleep. Man saw many things in the garden. Man had interaction with the voice of God. Man had fellowship with God. Man have seen monkeys, have seen donkeys, have seen cows, have seen sheep, have seen snakes, have seen ants, and have seen antelopes. All the animals in the garden had an encounter with Adam. But for Adam, there was nothing suitable. So when God put a deep sleep on Adam and took his rib, that was a burden for Adam. What a man had to go through so he could find a wife. Girl, be can ask him. A chebe huni ranu abre. Kotie be shia ne dofo na wa mem. Wadi a chwe bon, a chwe yede, a chwe honi ho, a chwe odi wi aye yawo. Wadi a chwe gu egu ase, a chwe ya. A chwe ya. Abrabona yebo no oba bia nyanti ase se yebo wo ma wale. Every woman should have this feeling that I was created for marriage. The purpose on earth is not anything but serve God through your marriage. When God created the woman, immediately put the mandate of creation in the woman and stop molding anything with the hand. God ended this business. The business of using the hand to mold came to an end. The business of making sure that everything is made by hand ended when God brought in the woman into the garden. Now hear my story. Anytime a man is walking just anyhow and a woman enters into the life of a man's life becomes responsible. A man is more focused when they are not married. When a man marries, he gets defocused but becomes responsible. The duty of man, why God created man, will never be found when man finds a wife. Keep that in your head. God's purpose of creating a man was not for marriage, but was for work, to tilt the garden. But something happened, and God gave man additional responsibility. Out of that additional responsibility, there comes the duty of a man. Man became what God wants him to be because God's responsibility for him has come and must come to work, come to fusion. It is time for man to do what God asked man to do. So God didn't create man for marriage. But God saw the importance of marriage in the life of a man. So God saw the need that if this man will work well in the garden, if this man will function and bring my purpose into a very good conclusion, he will become too powerful. So let me reduce his power. So women were created to reduce the power of man, not to become God. God took some excitement out of man. God took something that was keeping the man pompous. God took something that was making the man feel he's on top of issues and used it to create a woman. Women, you are too precious. You are too valuable. You are too special when it comes to man. Don't become a man. Don't equate yourself to a man. Enjoy yourself as a woman. Stop dressing like a man. Every day in trouser. Summer trouser, winter trouser. What is it? Are your legs so nasty? Can't you wear a skirt dress? Are you anti-skirt? Why trouser every day? Even people in the military have skirts and trouser. People in the army, in the police, have skirts and trousers and straight dress. Why are your legs covered every day? What legs do you have? Why do you want to look like a man? What do you get? When you rub shoulders with men, what do you get? What is there for you? What? What is it? After all, if you live this life, find a new life, what will happen to you? Will life be better for you than how it is now? Why do you want to be like a man? Who lied to you? That with this body you have, when you become a man, you are better. You are not. God molded you differently from the man, gave you a breast, gave you a clit. The clits and the penis are not the same. Adam saw the nakedness of Eve and saw a breast. Realized that the buttocks of Eve was like Emma. Realized that his penis was hanging, but there was nothing hanging in front, but there was an attraction causing the hanging penis to erect. The connection in the man, which was magnetizing the erectile dysfunctioning of a man, was removed to create the woman. So when you see a woman, the erecting will start immediately. The weakness of a man has been planted in the woman for a reason, for a purpose. There is something about the man that God left for the woman. When a woman begins to behave like a man, then he begins to lose that ingredient that was used to create her for the man. So Adam woke up from his sleep, then saw these things standing. Bible says, and God paraded the woman in the sight of the man. And the man said, and now, this is the bone of my bone. This is flesh of my flesh. She shall be called a woman. God says, for this reason you have seen, because you have seen a woman who is bone of your bone, flesh of your flesh, after you woken up from your sleep. This particular person will happen in your life when you leave your father and mother, become one with her. Adam took a bold decision, decided to live with a wife. The troubles of Adam, losing location and trying to mix up biology with geography, only